Hey everyone, join us today as we show you step by step how to make this beautiful little dog bed. So stick around because this build starts right now. Alright, so here we are. So what I've done is I've went into my Aspire software. I found a picture on the internet of a Dachshund, just a black image of it. And I imported it and then traced it and then went in and basically chose a tool path to outline it. And I'm going to be using a 1/8 of an inch dual flute bit, and it's right behind me on my CNC. I'll let you see that. But I'm ready now to actually cut it for the first time and see if I did everything right. And I'll show you over here. I have a piece of wood. It's about almost 1/2 inch. And it's a nice piece of birch plywood, and that's going to be the sides, and there are going to be Dachshunds on each side. So let's get it done. All right, so there it is. It is now sitting directly in the center. So it's going to go down and it's going to touch it so it knows how high the material is above the actual what's called spoil board. And then it's going to touch each of the 4 sides so it knows exactly where the corner is. So we're going to go into probe here. First thing we have to do is you have to touch the tool to it. There it is. It says, yep, we're good to go. So I have a tendency to always hold down that touch plate. And to tell you the truth, I really don't know why, because I know it may look like it's happening fast and all that, but this is at 4 times the speed. But the fact of the matter is when that tool touches the side of the touch plate, it is so gentle, it is just not funny. Now, we're moving on here to cutting out the actual dog. So if you set up your piece of wood and you design your image properly, it comes out perfect every time. And that's one thing that I love about this CNC. And I'll tell you that what's happening here is that the CNC is cutting 1/3 of the wood each time. So it does 3 passes, and of course it does 1/3, 2/3, and then it cuts right through the bottom. If you program everything properly, you will have no issues. Now I gotta admit, I may have made a mistake or two on this one, and I'll show you in a minute here the way I made the mistake, but it wasn't a big deal, and this project ended up coming out perfectly. There you have it. Now all this just comes right off. Look at that, beautiful. We're gonna sand that down, round it all over so it'll be beautiful. And just didn't even, in some areas, just barely touched. Now this one was my first one, which was wrong. It was my test cut. And realized that I made a mistake with the thickness of the wood. I put 14.2 instead of 12.4. So yeah, live and learn. But anyways, not a big deal. That's a spoil board. I have plenty of it over there. Once I keep cutting down and it starts getting more ruined, I'll just swap it out for another one. All right, so now that everything's cut out, we just attached a little piece of 1/2 inch wide wood strap onto the dog on the inside so that we can actually put the bed of the actual dog bed down. Now, once we did that, we put some clamps on and hold it together, because you know the glue is really what's going to hold everything together. That Type on 3 is so strong, it's not funny. And then we just put a couple of nails in place, make sure we hold the actual pieces of wood together and so that they don't move or anything like that. Now, the piece we're working on there is the back, and I came up with this idea, and what I wanted to do was put a back up and then put the dog's name in the actual dog bed, so just personalize it a little bit. I was able to meet Lucy a couple of times, and she's just a great little pup, and so I wanted to do something extra special for her. So again, glue it in, put a couple of nails in, hold it in place, and just let it dry. Now, after that's all done, kind of just wait a couple of days and then start actually painting it. Now, as you can see, Lucy is a female. She always wears a pink collar, so I thought we gotta use pink. So I went out and bought a couple of rattle cans, and they were about $16 a can. And remember that that's Canadian dollars, so that in American dollars, that's something like $3, because we're so overtaxed here in Canada. But anyways, so we painted it, and it came out absolutely perfect. And I'm going to give you a word of advice when spray painting. Don't spray paint close to the actual object you're painting. Stay a bit farther back. The closer you are, the more paint hits the area, and it's great because it covers it faster, but you have a way higher chance of getting runs in it. Stay a little further back, couple extra coats. You're going to waste a little bit of paint, but it's going to make the job look so much better. One last thing, make sure you stick around to the end for the bloopers, because me and Eli, we always have a laugh or two, and I do gotta admit I try to make them mess up sometimes.
And so there you go, it's now complete. So the opening here where the dog bed will sit is 22 inches by 22, and that's the size of the bed that our customer already has. So they told us this is the size. It was actually 21 by 21, so we gave it an extra inch around so that it fits in nicely. So the dog bed, this is just a pillow, will sit in there, and of course the Dachshund will sleep in its bed. Now we made sure that we kept it close to the ground because the Dachshund is not exactly a jumping dog, so make it as easy as possible.
We also put some braces underneath the bed, this way just to support it, make it stronger, and make it last forever.
Yep, exactly. And one last thing, I'll show you a side view of it. And there we go. And so of course what we did was we got a picture off the internet, black and white image of a Dachshund, and I brought it into the Aspire software, traced it, and then with the CNC cut both these pieces out so they were exact, so made it really easy for us. And yeah, then after that it was just a matter of cutting out some extra wood. The back here wanted to do this little customized thing, this nameplate for Lucy the dog. And yeah, you know, Eli, I just want to take a moment and thank myself for all the hard work I've done on this project. I mean, you know,
fantastic work. And I want to take a second to thank myself as well
for putting up with me.
Actually, for designing this entire thing.
Okay, sure. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes.
If you did, consider liking and subscribing.
And don't be shy to tune into our next video. We don't know what it's going to be.
Have no idea.
It's going to be a good one.
They're always a good one, aren't they?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Did it.
Oh Lord. Something that should take something that should take us 2 minutes. It takes us 2 hours because of this guy. Okay.
You notice that, huh? You
Just so everyone knows, he's standing on a piece of wood.
That's 8 inches high.
There he is, the real Eli. Oh, okay, you ready?
Yes.
Are you finished? You got the position you like?
Yes, I got the position I like.
Okay. Look into the camera.
Hi.
I gotta look taller than you.
You are taller than me.
A half inch.